Hey guys, make sure everything's okay. Why does it look like I'm blurry? Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Oh shoot, it's not quite aligned. Wait a minute. There we go. Hey, yeah, I'm gonna have to adjust the camera for that one. Yeehaw. Um, hey Tim, how's it going? Whiskey Seven Backroads Billy. 3 times in a day. Yeah, first was a train wreck, wasn't it? Ed, and yeah, no red hair, man. Paul and Andy, good evening. How are you guys doing? Back, there are stations in there. Yay. So I have a quick presentation on the 40-meter array per request. And so I'm going to just run that and then we'll jump right into the Virginia QSO party. My name's Steve, K1GMM, in Vermont. And for those of you that didn't catch the life hacks that weren't around earlier, teach your newborn a few American Sign Language signs. They'll pick up on these much sooner than they are able to communicate using spoken language. 100% true. The daily extra, pun of the week. The spices in my cabinet were so old I had to throw them out. What a waste of time. THYME. Yeah. I think that's kind of cheesy, but it's cute. I mean, come on. We need a little levity right now, don't we? It's like the freaking world's burning down all around us. Jeez. Um, M0YYO. Hey, good evening. How you doing? Paul, evening. Good to see you. 40 is, yeah, check this out, you guys. Yeah, you think the band's open? Let me see, where is it? Yep. Yeah, she's a little busy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this. I'm going to let it run. This is for the 40 meter. I can't, who was it? Tim? It wasn't you, Tim. Um, G5TM. I can never remember his name. You know who he is. He's in on the stream all the time. He's the one that asked me, I think. So this is a complete rundown on the 40-meter array, start to finish. And once that's done, we're rocking and rolling. So here we go. Hey, folks, how's it going? We're going to do this hopefully the right way this time. K1GMM Steve Vermont had a question on a previous stream about the 40-meter array, and I'm going to show you a video of what it looks like outside, how I put it together, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about it and walk through it on a sketchboard. I'll have the element lengths and specifics for you. So let's get right to it. I'm going to show you a video clip of what I did, how it's put together outside. And there's a little snippet in the beginning of the Cobra. Show you what the Cobra looks like. But then we're moving right on to the 40 meter. They are a set of parasitic delta loops. And it's not my design or my idea. I found it online. I decided to try it. And yeah, it's been with me ever since. And this antenna system will be with me until the day I die, most likely. That's how good it is, and I'll explain why later. Here we go. So let's get over to the other screen. And we're off and running. Hey guys. All right, I'm going to just show you the Cobra setup quick here. Boy, that's getting twisted pretty bad. Woo! I don't think I can spin it. 1-to-1 Ballon Designs, 5 kilowatt onto the Cobra Senior. The Cobra Senior, 81 feet of ladder line. And she goes up there, terminates at, in the top of that pine tree, 65 feet. And then if you look up in that tree, that's 110 feet. That poplar up there. Right in the top. One twig down from the top. That's the Cobra. So let me get up here. This is all about the 40 meter antenna. So let's do this. Okay, we got this feed point right here. This is the northwest element. These are 2 equilateral delta loops. And that's about 10 feet off the ground. And then we got the other one back here. That's the southwest. This is northeast. That's the southwest element. It flips and goes in 2 directions, okay? So the feed lines, they're both the same size delta loops, and I'll post the dimensions and all the specs. The coax here, this is RG11, 75 ohm coax, and both feed lines run over here to the relay. So you'll need something like this to make this system work. So my bucket, my homemade bucket. So this is the relay. This runs on 12 volt DC. You can power it with a power supply from the shack. This is the control line right here. All right, it activates the relay. Now by default, the relay sits in one position. So you got your line from the shack, from the transceiver comes in, and then you have your 2 sections of 75 ohm RG11. One set coming here, right here, and the other set comes in like right there. Right there. Okay, now because RG11, you can't solder to the shield of the coax, I just wire nut them and I run a nut over to the connection point. No problem doing that. You will not have a problem. I can guarantee it. So what happens is, when you flip the switch in the shack, the relay flips and it lifts the pin and the shield on one element and goes over to the other element, connects the other element up. Now, why do you need a double pole, double throw relay? Because this system will not work if you use a traditional coax switch. So you need to be able to lift the shield and the center pin. What happens is, when you lift that shield and center pin on to go one way or another, it will basically disconnect one of the elements. So I'm going to just talk about this in layman's terms, all right? Because the technicalities aren't important right now. The northeast element, so if you want to go northeast towards Europe from my QTH, feed points like right in there, you can probably see the white. Switch it so that this element is active. So the relay connects that coax to the transceiver. Now when the other element goes, when you lift the shield and center pin on the other element, and it doesn't matter which way you go, you can go either way. What happens is it lifts the shield and it lifts the center pin, and it will load basically the feed line on the element that's not active, not connected, becomes places like a roughly 120 ohm inductive load on that open element, turning it into a reflector. So it makes it look electrically longer than it physically is, turning it into a reflector and squirting the RF out in the other direction. So that's how it works. It's basically a switchable 2-element delta loop beam. Both the elements are exactly the same length, and they're spaced 20 feet apart. Now, the 75 ohm coax, this RG11, you want to cut to exactly 38.6 feet, which is approximately a 3/8 wave length. And I'll give you, I can't remember the element lengths, and I'll give them to you when I get in the house. So that's basically how that works. You need to lift the shield and the center pin, both. You cannot have the shields common as on a coax switch. It won't work. It'll work if you phase them, but this is not a phase system. This is basically an open stub. So basically when you switch, let's say you want to go northeast, you flip the relay, that northeast element is connected to the transceiver. That one is not connected. That coax becomes an open stub. That's how that works. You cannot have the shields common. So that's basically it, man. I mean, it's a very, very simple antenna. I will also post a link to this relay. It's a high voltage, high amperage relay. You will not kill it. The only thing that's required is you need to spray it out every once in a while, because if it sits in the open position, let's say it sits by default. This sits by default in which position? In the southwest position. So dust and like particles from the air will get on the contacts, and it will affect the connection, but it's not a big deal. You just grab a can of electronics cleaner, spray it out. What's the big deal? So that's it in a nutshell, man. All right, we'll get inside and I'll show you exactly what it looks like on a sketchboard with all the lengths and measurements. Hey guys, all right, I'm going to just show you the Cobra setup quick here. Sorry about that. Yeah, and I'm going to kill the gate. Sorry about that. I didn't want the gate on for this. So, all right, so that's basically it in a nutshell for that. So what we got, let me explain to you what's going on. And guess what? I didn't put the element lengths on here, so I'm going to have to get the element lengths. Typical prepared, as I always am. Good heavens. I can get those for you pretty quick. And I'll show you who this is by. There it is. Okay. So I'm going to put each loop is, I believe, yes. And I made a mistake in that early part of the video, and I'm going to straighten this out. Okay, this is a design by K4TX, who I think got it from, I'm not sure. Not sure where he got it from. May have got it from Papa Delta Station or something like that. You'll find it online. If you go online and you type in 40 meter Delta Loop parasitic array, you'll find it on there. And go to images. You'll see it. So, and there's a bunch of them on there, but this is the particular one I use. Okay, by K4TX, you can go online, K4TXQSL.net. Just type that into a Google search and it'll probably pop right up with all the specs. So what we got, okay, I'm going to hold this up so you can see it. What we've got are the two delta loops. They're spaced 20 feet apart. Each loop is 140 feet, 6 inches. They are equilateral triangles. Now your stub lengths, the 75 ohm coax that go from the antenna to the relay, are cut to 38 feet 6 inches, not 38.6. I think I said 38.6. Ignore that. You want 38 feet 6 inches. You can also use like RG6, like Cat TV antenna. anything like that. Don't think about velocity factor. Just cut them to this length. All right. And then you got your control line to the relay, and of course 50 ohm coax to the transceiver. From the two top corners, what I like to do is I like to hang the antennas through a set of pulleys, and I put blocks at the end of the pulleys. So the line, you have a line that goes over the tree, and then you have a pulley at the end of the line, and then you attach a piece of paracord or cord or whatever to the end of the antenna, the insulator, send it through that pulley and then down to the ground, and then hang a block on it to pull it up under tension. What happens is when the wind blows, it kind of free floats on the pulleys, keeping it from tearing the antenna apart. So that's how I do that. There's one thing, I wanted to leave this up there, so if you guys freeze it, you can write that down. You can write down all that good stuff. They do not have to be high off the ground. They don't. I've run those when I first put it up, almost 4 years ago now. I think I had the feed points a foot off the ground. It was not up very high, and to be honest with you, I didn't see much of a difference. So that's the beauty of this antenna. Now, like I always say, and I'm going to put this out there, what works for me may not work for you. All I can tell you is this antenna is going nowhere. If it gets torn apart and it's coming down, I'm rebuilding it. Like this $6 million man, I'm going to build it better and bigger, better and stronger. It's a keeper. It's going to stay. Regardless of what the modeling says, I can tell you what your real world experience might be like. Now I say might. I can tell you what my experience has been with this. This antenna system has enabled me to go into Europe with the same signal report that I used to have to run 400 watts on a dipolar doublet. I can now run 100 watts. I estimate the gain on transmit and receive is between 6 and 12 dB, which is roughly 1 to 2 S units gain. That's substantial if you think about it. That's good. And it's compact. It's granted, yes, they are full wave loops, but it doesn't take up much room. It's only 20 feet deep, and it's not even as wide as a 40-meter dipole at the top. So it's allowed me to take the Vermont section, QRP, the only event I've ever run QRP in the Pennsylvania QSO party. 5 watts. The guys refused to believe I was running 5 watts. It's a killer. It's an absolute monster, this antenna. I have won multiple awards on this antenna system. I took the Pennsylvania QSO party, the entire out-of-state, won the out-of-state division on that antenna system. I've taken like Virginia, Vermont section. You can go on my QRZ page. All that stuff you see there, that was that antenna. So it does work. It works really well. So I figured I'd throw that at you guys. I know there was someone asking me about it. And there you go. Now we're off and running on the Virginia QSO party. Be right back. All right, you guys, let me answer the question really quick for Whiskey 7. Whiskey 7, yes. They are equilateral triangles. All sides are equal. So take the 140 foot 6 inches and divide that by 3, and that'll give you all the sides. So when you, pull out your wire, and then what I usually do is I measure down from one end, and I get the 3 sides. And then I put a piece of tape on it, and then I measure down that other length, put a piece of tape on it, and check the very last leg back to the feed point, make sure that's close. It's not rocket. You don't have to get crazy over this, man. So that's how I do it. It's very simple. Take you can use PVC. That's all I use for insulators. You got some old crap PVC or plastic laying around, old cutting board, 1/2 inch PVC. drill 2 holes. So you got the PVC tube, drill a hole through the top, and drill a hole through the bottom. The wire goes through the bottom. That's the corner, one corner of the top 2 elements, and the other hole takes the paracord. So there's your insulator. You don't have to get crazy over this, man. You don't have to spend a lot of money. If you got extra PVC or plastic laying around, use that. I always laugh at these guys. They spend like $40 freaking on an insulator. I'm like, are you kidding me? You can go buy a 10-foot length of half-inch PVC for $2.50, and you can get like, 20 insulators out of it or something like that. It's just, I don't know, but it's a prestige thing, Got to have the best. Anyways, do whatever you want. I don't care. All right, man. We're off and running. We're going to take a look-see and see what's going on. Oh, yeah. Okay, let me check. So the gate isn't too bad. I got to check the gate because I'm going to have to run it. I'm not running headphones. So, sorry about the noise. And I got that right in the way so you can't see my ugly puss, which is probably a good thing. So, it's in the loop. Audio. Oh, my freaking pan adapter puked because right log is a pig. If I restart it, everything snaps back into shape. Of course, I got to reset it because it's a turd. Tell you what, looking forward to getting away from this crap, you guys.
Charlie, Golf Yankee.
I'm getting tired of this software crap.
November 0 Zulu Oscar, you're number 296, Alpha Lima Bravo.
Pretty convinced I'm going to an FTDX 5000, but we'll see.
Thank you, 7-3, and have fun. QRZ, Kilowatt 4, Charlie, Golf Yankee. CQ Virginia QSO party. This is Kilowatt 4, Charlie, Golf Yankee.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike. Thank you. You're number 297, Albemarle, Alpha Lima Bravo.
Okay, I got 297 Alpha Lima Bravo, I think it was. Please copy number 5005 Victor Tango, Vermont. Over.
Hey, Vermont. Number 5 in Vermont. QSO. Thank you very much.
Thank you, 7-3, and have fun there.
You too. Keep well. QRZ, Kilowatt 4, Charlie, Golf Yankee.
I am running barefoot, no amplifier. Shouldn't need it for Virginia.
Hope you continue on with the contest and enjoy being on the radio this evening. 7-3. QRZ, KJ4, Hotel Mike Zulu.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike. You are number 142 in the Virginia QSO party. QSL?
Okay, thank you. I got 142. I didn't get the county. I'm assuming you're in Virginia. Please copy number 6006 Victor Tango, Vermont. Over.
Hi, copy 6 in Victor Tango. And county here, I'm sorry, I missed that, is India Oscar Whiskey, Isle of Wight. Over.
Beautiful. Thanks for the abbreviation. Makes life very easy. 7-3, and you be well down there. Stay safe. All the best.
You too, thanks. Stay out of crowds. 73 and catch you down the road a bit. KJ4 Hotel Mike Zulu, QRZ. You're number 166 into Bath County, Virginia. QSO?
Ed, you are like the power man, aren't you? You're savage.
Go ahead and give me your number.
Ed's like Slam with an amplifier.
I'm having trouble pulling you out.
Slam with that amp, baby. The one thing I'm gonna miss during contests. Listen to that receive. He drops the key. It's like you can hear a freaking pin drop. You don't get that on a traditional transceiver. That is a tough one. I don't know. I might pull the trigger on a 7000 DLE. I go back and forth between the two. The reality is I do more rag chewing than I do contesting. So where would you put your eggs? Which basket? I would say, yeah, probably the Anon.
I'm trying real hard here.
Learn from the best. Yeah. If you watch the first stream today, you'd be like, seriously? Oh, God. This thing keeps hiccuping on me, man. I'm going to have to disable.
Well, let's give it another try. I think I have your call correct.
I got to disable the radio.
I still can't get your number and location. Again.
He's in Florida.
Okay, Florida. Whoever came in, much appreciated. If you use the number, let me know that too. I can't pull that out. Your number, please.
Where was he?
Can you hear his number?
I think he's saying that you're number one, but I'm not positive. And I think he said he's in Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay, thanks very much. By the way, your signal's booming. Thanks very much, and I appreciate the assistance. If you can hear me on the other side there, I had a relay for you.
Paul, geez, how you doing, man? Hope all is well. Mr. H, M3EYG, man. All the best there, buddy. Glad you checked in. I wonder about you guys with all the garbage going on in the world, you know. See if I can pick up this guy's call.
You sound like the guy that just came in and helped me out. Thank you again. You're number 167 in Bath County, Virginia. QSO?
There's Gabriel.
All right, thanks again. Great signal from Illinois. Good luck in the contest. Whiskey 4, Charlie Alpha, QRZ.
November 0, Tango, Oscar Papa.
The Juliet station go?
Gabriel, hope you're doing well down there in the kill box, New York City. It's kind of a hot spot, isn't it, right now?
Golf Juliet. You're number 168.
Waiting to see the update for Vermont. I tried to find it, and they didn't have one posted yet, so trying to find it.
Station go? Station go, Whiskey 4, Charlie Alpha, go. W4CA, QRZ.
Kilo 1, Golf, Mike.
Mike, go.
Kilowatt 1, Golf, Mike.
The Papa station, stand by, please. Just a moment.
You freaking jerk. Kilowatt 1, Golf, Mike.
November 0, Tango, Oscar Papa.
Papa, what don't you understand to stand by?
Number 2, Missouri.
Okay, the Missouri station, stand by. The kilowatt Oscar, Tango, Oscar Papa. Kilowatt 0.
Tango Oscar Papa, I believe. You're number 169 in Bath County. QSO? QSO. The call sign is November 0.
What a freaking douchebag. These are the types of creeps. He's told to stand by and he keeps calling over top of me.
And your number and location, please.
Number two, Missouri. Number 2, Missouri.
Thanks very much. Great signal on IZ34. You have it coming in at once. Thanks, I appreciate that. And good luck in the contest. Whiskey 4 Charlie Alpha, QSO.
Kilowatts 1, Gulf, Mike.
Kilowatt 1, Golf, Mike, another great signal. You're number 170 into Bath County, Virginia. QSL?
QSL, what's the abbreviation for Bath? BAT?
That is correct. Roger.
Got it. Okay, 170 Bath. Please copy number 7. Number 7, Victor Tango, Vermont.
Thanks very much. Great signal from Vermont tonight. Good to hear from you. Thanks again. Whiskey 4 Charlie Alpha, QSO?
That's a barefoot array right there.
Zulu Whiskey Station.
It's just...
Here is Kilo 4 Alpha Whiskey Mike. Please copy 188 in Mike Alpha Tango, Matthews County.
Roger, please copy 3535 South Carolina, Sugar Charlie.
QSL the 35 in South Carolina. I appreciate the shot. Good luck and have a good weekend. Here's Kilo 4 Alpha Whiskey Mike, QRZ.
Kilo Charlie 9, Japan, Mike Lima.
Kilo Charlie 9, Japan Mike Lima. Here's Kilo 4 Alpha Whiskey Mike. Here's
Oh, Paul, that's a bummer.
189.
Bummer.
Mike Alpha Tango.
Yes, it could. I have something to put things in perspective. I'll tell you guys in a minute. My wife reminded me.
33 in Indiana. Appreciate the scout.
All you have to do is look back in history a little bit, and we still have it made right now.
Very good. Good luck. 73. Kilo 4 Alpha Whiskey Mike, QRZ.
Kilowatt 1, Gulf, Mike.
The Mike Zulu.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Mike Zulu.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Mike Zulu. Please copy 190, Mike Alpha.
I have not, Whiskey 7. I haven't been on DMR. I haven't been on either of systems that much lately.
Thank you very much and good luck.
I've been playing a lot of HF.
I guess 0H doesn't make it for Ohio, but OH does. Okay, thank you very much. 73. QRZ, Kilo 4 Alpha Whiskey Mike.
Kilowatt 1, Gulf, Mike.
The Mike.
Kilo 1, Gulf, Mike.
Kilo 1, Golf, Mike. Please copy 191, Mike Alpha Tango.
Thank you, 191, Mike Alpha Tango. Please copy number 8, Victor Tango, Vermont. Over.
QSL number 8 and Victor Tango. Thank you very much and good luck. Kilo 4 Alpha Whiskey Mike, QRZ. K1 Radio Oscar. Here is Kilo 4 Alpha Whiskey Mike. Please copy 19.
Hey, today, appreciate it. 7-3.
Whiskey 8, Mike Sierra Charlie, Parks on the air, CQ. Kilo Mike 4, Whiskey Echo.
K1RO clear. Kilo 4 Alpha Whiskey Mike, QRZ.
We got AM broadcast in here, so this could get not bad because I got my back door to them, but you can still see them on the pen adapter.
Thanks for the contact, 73.
Doubled this afternoon. Oh, yeah. That's what we're watching for up here.
Copy of Foxtrot, Juliet Uniform Station, Foxtrot, Juliet Uniform call sign. Kilo. Hey, thanks for the 5-9 plus into Indiana. You are a 5-9 also. Kilo Delta Niner, Foxtrot, Juliet Uniform, QSL. QSL, thanks for the activation, 73. Hey, 73, hey, thank you. QRZ.
Give me your call sign, brother.
November 0 Tango Oscar Papa.
He copied an Oscar Papa station call sign.
November 0, Tango, Oscar Papa. November 0, Tango, Oscar Papa.
Paul, you're too funny. Paul W.
CQ Boda, CQ Boda, CQ Boda. This is Kilo 5,
Oh.
Golf Alpha India. Kilo 5, Golf Alpha.
Parks on the air. And broadcast.
This is Whiskey 4 Alpha, Whiskey Mike, over. Whiskey 4 Alpha, Whiskey Mike, over.
The heck?
QSO, you're 5'9" and you're very good. And we got 3 stations now on the certificate, over.
What is this?
QSL, thank you very much, and we'll let you run there, over.
Huh, right log hasn't hiccuped. I changed the COM port baud rate speed to default instead of setting it to where it actually is supposed to be, and it hasn't brain farted yet, so that's interesting. Ed, whereabouts are you at again? Remind me, bro. I can't remember. I know you're down south somewhere, right? North Carolina maybe, or something, Tennessee. I think you're going to see that before things stabilize. Forget it. All right, moving on.
I'd say my wife always says you have to stop howling every now. I just have I'm brand new.
Zero.
Thanks for 2, QRZ 9, America 5, Mike X-ray.
DX coming in.
All right, Carl, you're the caboose on my net so far. See if I get any.
Oh, you're in Florida, Ed. What the heck just happened to the front end of my radio? Oh my God, it just had a complete brain fart. Look, it just switched bands on me. I'm in 75 meters. Wow. I'm going to fix this right now. So now I can't even run because they screwed up this freaking software, a bunch of turds. I can't even run the 7300 tied to right log. So now I have to input the frequencies manually. Don't you friggin' love this crap? So sick and tired of it, you guys. I know. Stop bitching, right? Wow.
CQ Parks on the air. CQ Parks on the air. This is Kilo 5 Golf Alpha India calling CQ for Parks on the air.
Yeah, it's Parks on the air.
QRZ?
Contact 9 Alpha 5, Mike X-ray. Is doing a fine job.
Yeah, I'm running a Flex 6600. Again, a little bit of wattage out there. About ALS 1306. And my antenna up at 55 feet outbound.
So, this is all Russian DX.
X-ray echo.
CQ. Virginia QSO party calling CQ Whiskey 3 X-ray echo.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike, you are number 47 in Lancaster, Lima, Alpha, November.
Okay, thank you for 47 Lancaster. Please copy number 9, Victor Tango, Vermont. Over.
Yes, thank you very much for multiplier. I'm having a slow day at the radio.
Yeah, you're welcome. There's really not a lot of stations on. There's only, I started at the top, just below 7,300, and I'm down here now, almost out of the general class portion. And how many have I worked? 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 stations. That's all I hear on here from Virginia. Over.
I figure since everybody was sort of cloistered in their houses, it was going to be boom time at the radio.
That's what I've been thinking. That's a name is Steve this side, by the way, up here in Vermont, about 15 miles north of Manchester, southwest corner. That's what I've been thinking. And 75 is crushed in the evenings, but I know everybody's home during the day, and I mean, even 40, you'd think 40 would have been slammed today, but I didn't really see much action on here. I think I worked 3 or 4 stations when the contest started at 10, 11, 12. Those are the only people I heard on the entire 40-meter band. Crazy.
I did a little bit of applied business this morning on 80 meters. Very unusual for me, but I had to do something.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, you do what you got to do. I think it'll pick up. It will pick up. You got a good signal coming in. You're making it up here, no problem. Just keep at it. Get yourself a nice cup of tea, like you need me telling you what to do, and you'll do okay. I really believe that. It's just to let you know, the Russian DX contest, you probably know that is going on, and there is DX all around you, and they are big signals. I have my back to them. My beam's pointed southwest, and yeah, they're blowing my doors in on the back side. So, maybe later on things. Good luck there. You be safe, and hope to hear you again there. Thanks for picking up the call and get me in the registry there. W3XE K1GMM.
K1GMM, see you on the radio. CQ. Virginia QSO party.
Juliet. Roger, it's Honolulu, Japan. Hotel Juliet. You're 5'9" in Virginia.
Oh yeah, Paul, I do it.
Over.
Absolutely do it. The only issue you're going to have, Paul, now you may not have this issue. I didn't have this issue on the old computer, so I'm almost wondering if it's something to do with my hardware. Maybe my USB, where I've got the USBs plugged in. There's some conflict happening. The only issue I have, let me mute this for a second. I don't want to get you all freaked out. The only problem I have is that it's when I'm sharing a COM port. Running console by itself on a COM port, and also log4OM for a general logger, I never have a problem. It's only with WriteLog. And since I installed the newest version of WriteLog, I ripped it out, and there's something still left in there. because I've gone into the registry. I've tried to gut it and rip everything out. I can't find what's in there because when I install the old version of the software, right, it and I go to launch it, it sees like the previous contests in there. So there's something stuck in there, and I need to be able to rip the whole thing out to know for sure. But no, Log4OM and console together, no problem, and they're both free, so you shouldn't have a problem. You'll be fine, dude. No problem. Just to give you a little peace of mind. Oh God, Billy, you should hear me. Oh, how I've missed your directness. Yeah, right. I know. I don't understand it, Paul. Why anybody even talks to me or hangs around me, I have no idea. Crazy. Yeah, I know that's DX.
764. Again, my number, please.
W4AWM. W4AWM, over. LZ5K, LZ5K from W4AWM. W4 William Mary, over.
What is this? He's got to be working DX. He's down in the extra class, the DX window. Well, that's everybody I can work on 40. So guess what? Guess where we're going? Boy, this is crap. I don't know where everybody is, man. I honestly have I just don't get it. This is going to be, what time is it? 6 o'clock? Well, it might be stretched out at this point. Oh, antennas. I need to switch antennas. Yeah. Man, I didn't get hardly any sleep last night. I am so tired. My eyes are like just killing me. Okay. All right, let's take a look, see. What do you think?
Worked in biowarfare. He's worked with the CDC. He's a pandemic expert.
Well, not the top section, but the next to the top section. So 8 feet below the top is the rotor shell. Now, they'll help me out here.
Well, let me just say this for you guys. Something my wife brought to my attention. Not that I'm educating anyone, because I'm not. But she said, Americans, a lot of the people in the civilized world, we're so soft. We don't know what it's like to suffer anymore. My wife reminded me of Anne Frank. Do you remember reading from history? They hid in an attic of a house for over 700 days, over 2 years, trying to escape the Nazis. Think about that for a second. We're pissing and moaning because everything's come to a screeching halt for 1 week. You know what I mean? Now, granted, it's going to be a lot longer than a week, but 2 years in a freaking closet, wondering if the Nazis were going to find him and come in and kill them all. Yeah, it puts things in perspective, doesn't it? It's suck it up, man. It could be worse, a hell of a lot worse. You know, money's money. Everybody's heard money's the root of all evil, right? Well, you can't take it with you. And, you know, just be smart and do the best we can, and we'll get by. You know, it's like, I don't know. Figured I'd just share that, though. That's interesting. My wife's so sharp, man. She really is. She's H&R stomping stuff, but she's really sharp.
November 4, Hotel Bravo, calling CQ Virginia QSO party.
There we go. Hey. Let's get tuned up.
CQ, calling CQ. November 4, Hotel Bravo. November 4, Hotel Bravo, calling CQ Virginia QSO party.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike.
Kilo 1 Delta Mike.
Germany Mike. Golf Mike.
Kilo 1 Germany Mike, and that's the better phonetic. I had a call with the T in it. Thank you so much for the call. Please copy my number 474 Northumberland County, November Uniform Mike. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, thanks for 474 November Uniform Mike. Please copy number 10 Victor Tango, Vermont. Over.
Oh, excellent. You're the first Vermont. Thank you so much for the call from Vermont. Best wishes, 73, in good health. HB and 4HB calling CQ Virginia QSO party.
Okay, 3500.
Hello, CQ, calling CQ. And 4HB, November 4, Hotel Bravo, calling CQ Virginia QSO party. Hello, CQ.
Okay, let's see what other trouble we can get into. Who's that?
Hotel Bravo.
That's a good number, too, man. Great number.
You let them all go down the drain, and that'll, negatively impact business because it's a fundamental infrastructure. But casinos, not so much.
Thanks for calling. QRZ Virginia, Norway 4 Radio Alpha. CQ Virginia, Norway 4 Radio Alpha.
I don't think he's in Virginia. I think I worked him on 40 earlier. Tried to work him, and he's actually out of state calling for Virginia.
All stations, including newcomers, are also welcome to participate.
Net.
Oscar. K1 Radio Oscar. Please copy 83 from Papa Romeo Whiskey. 83 from Papa Romeo Whiskey.
Thank you. 199 New Hampshire.
All right, thank you very much for your 199 New Hampshire.
Man, it's not quite long enough yet.
4 Charlie Golf Yankee.
Charlie Golf Yankee, go.
4 Charlie Golf Yankee. Please copy number 308 Albemarle, Alpha Lima Bravo.
All right, thank you for Albemarle.
Please copy 84. Prince William, 84, Papa Romeo Whiskey, QSL. QSL, thank you. QRZ, Virginia QSO Party, KC40V.
Oh, really? You're not going to give me the phonetics? Freaking tool, man.
Kilo 3, Yankee.
What is wrong with you guys?
Kilo 3,
Freaking waste my time, man.
85,
Time is money.
85, Papa Romeo Whiskey, QSL.
How hard is it to put your call sign phonetically in? How hard is that?
In Maryland, Mike Delta, have fun.
Thank you, 33. Whiskey 3, Whiskey Hotel Kilo, KC40V. Kilo Mike 4, Alpha Hotel Kilo. Kilo Mike 4, Alpha Alpha Hotel. Please copy 86, Prince William. 86, Papa Romeo Whiskey, QSL.
He's really weak. He'll never hear me.
And you will be number 5858, Northumberland, November uniform, Mike.
Okay, thank you. Call us Kilo Charlie 4, Delta Victor, KC4DV.
KP4 something?
Kilo Charlie 4, Delta Victor, KC4DV.
Kilo Charlie 4, Delta Victor. Thank you very much. Don't get sick today.
No, thank you. Appreciate it. 23.
Kilowatt 4.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike.
Kilo KK4 Oscar Delta Quebec. Please copy 87 Prince William. 87.
He is never going to hear me.
Romeo Whiskey, QSL.
Roger, you're number 202, 202, Fox X-ray.
Band's just stretching out.
212.
Another hour and a half. I'll be in the game on 75 meters.
Was that 212?
202.
Okay, 202. And your section, please.
Fox X-ray, Fox X-ray.
All right, thank you very much. My alarm just went off. I gotta unplug it.
73.
Whiskey 3, Whiskey Hotel Kilo, November 4, Delta Uniform Foxtrot.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike.
Whiskey 3, Whiskey Hotel Kilo. Kilo November 4, come again. November 4, Alpha Sierra X-ray. Okay, November 4, Alpha Sierra, question mark? Alpha Sierra X-ray. Was that November 4, Alpha Sierra? Alpha Sierra X-ray, Alpha Sierra X-ray. Okay, November 4, Alpha Sierra X-ray.
I like that call sign, Paul, you've got. Is that your call sign? M7PNR? Man, that is a nice call sign. Even phonetically, it's nice, but M7PNR. I want all you guys to say that with me. M7PNR. Isn't that a nice call, the way it flows off your tongue? Freaking great call, man. That's awesome. Jeez.
Whiskey 3, Whiskey Hotel Kilo.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike.
Okay, the Whiskey 3, the Whiskey 3, Whiskey 3.
Wonder if he's stronger. Wonder if he's stronger on the array. I'm gonna go over to the phase dipoles. Okay, so he's about an S7, S8, S9.
Number 017, Pennsylvania, Papa Alpha. Okay, please copy 89, Prince William. 89, Papa Romeo Whiskey.
Whoa! That's the thing. That's the thing about the phase dipoles, is that they are very quiet compared to the doublet. They don't work as well. They're only for DX. But boy, they are a quiet antenna system. Oh, he's gone. Geez, I hope his freaking house isn't on fire.
Old people are cannibal, I guess.
This is Kilowatt Whiskey 4, Victor Alpha. Kilowatt Whiskey 4, Victor Alpha. CQ for the Virginia QSO party. This is Kilowatt Whiskey 4, Victor Alpha. Kilowatt Whiskey 4, Victor Alpha.
Okay, that's 3832.
Virginia QSO party. CQ Virginia QSO party. This is Kilowatt Whiskey 4, Victor Alpha. Any station anywhere to participate. Just need your call sign and your location, which in the log. This is Kilowatt Whiskey 4, Victor Alpha for the Virginia QSO party.
Kilowatt 1, Gulf Mike Mike.
Yeah, Kilowatt 1 again.
Kilowatt 1, Germany, Mexico, Mexico.
Yeah, I got somebody keying up right on top of you. Kilo 1, Golf, Mike, question mark.
Germany, Mike Mike, Gulf Mike Mike, Gulf Mike Mike, over.
Okay, Kilo 1, Golf, Mike, Mike from Kilo Whiskey 4, Victor Alpha, 509 in Clark County, Charlie Lima Alpha.
QSL, please copy number 11, Victor Tango, Vermont, Victor Tango, over.
Give it to me again. I got somebody keying right on top of you.
Number 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, Victor Tango, Vermont, over.
Tango, appreciate your participation in the Virginia contest. Thanks for your patience.
7-3, thank you.
QR said Kilowatt Whiskey 4, Victor Alpha. Kilowatt Whiskey 4, Victor Alpha for the Virginia QSO party.
Yeah. So the phase dipoles win over the Cobra in that situation, I think.
Get going, but anyway, good to work, yeah. And Mike.
You're 299 mobile, and where are you located now?
City of Petersburg. Papa Bravo X-ray.
Okay, Papa Bravo X-ray, and what's my number?
58. And I copy your 299.
QSL, thank you. You got my 299? 7-3, good luck. CQ Virginia QSO, Whiskey Bravo 4, Mike Juliet Foxtrot. I got two of them, the Whiskey 5. Sierra Mike Quebec, number 300 Arlington. 300 ARL. QSL. Charlie Victor X-ray. Well, thank you very much. Good luck.
No, because then I have to change my classification head, which I could. Not a big deal.
There was another station in there?
Kilowatt 1, Gulf Mike Mike.
Gulf Mike Mike. Kilowatt 1, Gulf Mike Mike. Number 301 Arlington ARL.
Thanks for 301 ARL. Please copy number 12, Victor Tango, Vermont, over.
QSL, Whiskey Bravo 4, Mike Juliet Foxtrot.
Sweet. See? Don't need the power. Nah, 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 nah. See that, Ed? Nah, 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 nah. What a child am I?
Number 235 Rocky and Romeo Hotel Mexico. QSL.
Boy, this is where everybody's at.
Okay, Roger. I believe that's a new one there this evening here from Smith County. Thanks a lot for stopping by this evening. 7-3, good luck. QSL, Whiskey Alpha 4, November Uniform Foxtrot to Virginia QSO party, anywhere.
Oof.
Kilo Echo 8, Lima, Uniform Charlie.
Kilo Echo 8 again.
Kilo Echo 8, Lima, Uniform Charlie.
Okay. Kilo Echo 8, Lima, Uniform Charlie. Good evening. To your 59, number 236, number 236 in Rockingham County, Romeo Hotel, Mexico.
I do. I lose my mind, Ed. It doesn't take much.
Whiskey Victor, number 5.
The maniac comes unhinged.
Roger, Roger. Got a good signal, West Virginia this evening. Thanks for stopping by this evening. 73 and good luck.
73, sir. Good luck to you.
Take care. Virginia QSO party anywhere from Rockingham County. Whiskey Alpha 4, November Uniform Foxtrot.
Kilowatt 1, Gulf, Mike.
Okay, number 3, Gulf Lima. I hope I got that correct. You're 59, number 237, Rockingham, Romeo Hotel, Mexico, QSL.
About another hour, I could do this on 50 watts. No problem.
Okay, Roger. Thanks for the correction.
Hopefully.
Okay,
Hopefully.
Augusta County. Okay, I have a couple here from
She's
Augusta
just
County
stretching her
today.
legs, man. She's just starting.
Number 3, Gulf Lima Zulu. Thanks for the stop by this evening and hope to see you again. 73 and good luck. Romeo Hotel, Mexico, QSL. Your number is 237. Thanks a lot for stopping by. Good luck.
Kilowatt 1, Gulf, Mike.
Okay, Kilo 1, Gulf, Mike. Good evening. You're 59, number 238. Rockingham, Romeo Hotel, Mexico, QSL.
QSL, you are 59, 13. 59, number 13, Victor Tango, Vermont. Over.
Roger. Victor Tango, number 13, Victor Tango from Kilo 1, Gulf, Mike. Thanks for stopping by this evening. 73 and good luck.
You too, 7-3. Thank you.
Take care. The Virginia QSO party anywhere from Rockingham County, Virginia. Whiskey Alpha 4, November. Jack Queen King. Kilo Delta 4, Tango. Kilo Delta 4, Tango Papa.
Kilo 1, Gulf, Mike. He is. That guy needs a better antenna, man. That is a wreck. He is like right in the noise floor. He's got a really bad antenna. Unless it's just he's in a part of Virginia that which is possible.
Virginia.
Holy crap.
Whiskey 3 Lima. Whiskey 3 Lima. Calling Virginia.
No, he's looking for. He's in the kill box.
Virginia. Whiskey 3. November 4, Charlie Foxtrot. November 4, Charlie Fox. I've got you as a dupe, over. What's my number that you have there? Got you as a number 3, and you have me 157, over. All right, thanks. I'll check it out. QSL. If not, I'll be here for a bit. Come on about 732. This is Whiskey Kilo Tango 4, Oscar Zulu. Kilo Tango 4, Oscar Zulu. Here is it.
Kilo 1, Gulf, Mike.
X-ray 4 station, bro. Kilo X-ray 4. Kilo U4. Kilo X-ray 4. Kilo uniform, QSL. QSL. Please copy 25. That's 25 Allegheny. Alpha Lima Lima, over. QSL. Thanks for the new one. Your number 81.
Oof. Hey, Splatter Boy. I'll never hear him over that.
Roger. QSL, my number is 125 in Gloucester, Golf Lima Oscar. QSL, you're 125, Golf Lima Oscar 73. This is Kilo Tango 4, Oscar Zulu.
Oh.
Whiskey Alpha 4 station, go ahead. Delta 4, Alpha Sierra Papa. Alpha Sierra Papa, thanks for the station, sir. Please call me 2727 Alabama, Alpha Lima Lima. Please repeat your county. It kind of dropped in on off.
Forget it, man. I'm not even going to try and pull him out of there. Holy mother. What a disaster. All right. Moving on. He's so far. Yeah, he's splattering. If he wasn't splattering, it wouldn't be so bad, but he's splattering across the entire passband, so forget it.
Orange, the county of Orange, Oscar Romeo Golf. CQ, K0STP contest.
Kilowatt 2, November, Yankee Golf.
November 2, November Yankee Golf. Please copy 156, 156. Orange, Oscar Romeo Golf.
Roger, roger. The call is Kilo 2, K2, November Yankee Golf. Your number 220, New York.
Okay, Kilo 2, November Yankee Golf, 22, New York.
2020.
Roger, roger. All right, QSO.
You guys got to stop talking over each other, man.
Charlie Foxtrot. Complete call.
November 4, Charlie Foxtrot.
Oh, that sounds like your report. November 4, Charlie Fox. Please copy 157. 157. Oscar Romeo Golf.
QSO, I need your call, please.
Kilo 0. Sierra Tango Papa. 1 by 3.
QSO, thanks a lot. Please copy number 232, Louisa Lima Sierra Alpha.
I don't believe it. I didn't think they had a AJ station in Louisa. But anyway, thank you for being there, Father, okay?
Roger, roger. Glad to give you the multiplier.
Absolutely. 7-3, good luck. This is Kilo 0, Sierra Tango Papa contest.
Kilowatt 1, Gulf, Mike.
Whiskey 4, Mexico X-Ray Zulu. Please copy 158. 158. Orange, Oscar Romeo Golf.
QSL, my first contact, number 001, anyway, Hanover County, Virginia.
That's Hotel Alpha November. That's it. Hey, good luck to you, okay?
Yes, sir. Good. Big city. Enjoy.
QSO.
Kilowatt 1, Gulf, Mike.
Kilo 1, Golf, Mike. Please copy 159. 159. Orange, Oscar Romeo Golf.
QSL 159 ORG, please copy number 14, Victor Tango, Vermont.
Okay, good enough. 7-3, good luck. This is Kilo 0, Sierra Tango Papa. K0STP, Virginia QSO Party Contest.
I think that's going to be it for 75.
Virginia QSO Party. CQ, Virginia QSO Party. CQ, Virginia QSO Party. This is Kilo 0, Sierra Tango Papa, K0STP contest.
And that's a good thing. Yeah, to give everybody a chance. Apparently the number of waivers requested over...
Yeah, man's in pretty good shape. I don't hear any bleed over coming from anybody close by now. I heard a tuner here. Like where I was making a transmission to Kelly, but
Every time I got comfortable, the wind would breeze up and,
All right.
Yep, that's it for...
you guys mixed up for some reason.
All right, they're not going to go above 3,900. So... let me stretch out. 920. That's a mess.
Right, you don't have nowhere near what he has. You know, Joe, why don't you...
Hey, that's like quick.
Yeah, we have electric, but I think most real cooks prefer gas because you can actually really control the temperature. So we have gas in the house here. If we ever replace the stove, I think we might try going to gas. I just run black pipe up to it.
Yeah, there you go. Plus, I have, I got propane here, LP, because there's no natural gas. But I've had the last stove, I bought it when we built the house 24 years ago. And it was, good stove then, but this one here's got two large burners on the front and then one in the back on the left-hand side that's about the size of all mine on the old stove.
Okay, you guys. Well, maybe back. I don't know. We will formally see you all okay. I got to get my wig on. There we go. So I will see you guys later. You have a good evening. You stay safe. And I'll end it with this. Hit the, there's a link on my YouTube channel. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you subscribe. I always say this. But if you want to be notified of stuff coming up, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the little bell icon. And you'll get a notification when I'm getting ready to go live. Excuse me. And Facebook. So I stream live pretty much every day. And I'm usually just knocking around in the shack. I got nothing else to do. Well, I do have other things to do. But, I'm home. So I figured, hey, what the heck? I'll just stream some stuff live. Just launch a stream. I'm not going to launch it to YouTube. So if you want to just check in with the goons and come in, K1GMM live stream group. Live stream supplement, it may be called. But type in Facebook, search for it. Actually, the link is on my YouTube page. You'll see it there, Facebook link. Click on that and ask to join, and I will authorize you, and you can come on in. And I've been running streams every day on Facebook. There's no warning, but you will be notified when it goes live. So if you're home and you're not working and you don't have anything to do, you want to check in and say hello, guys, get in there. It's a nice way for all of us to stay in touch, especially in these difficult times. So community is good, and we need to stick together. We need to watch out for each other. There you go, Paul. He's live okay, so he isn't live yet. That's good because, well, I don't compete with him anyways. This is just a little zip tie duct tape station and channel. But something I need to say, I've been meaning to say this. I started out with 400 subscribers. There's like over 2,300 subscribers now on this channel. Why, I have no idea. But just a big shout out to all the subscribers. Very cool. And I just hope you find something either entertaining or useful. Either or. Sometimes both is good. But nothing's really hardcore here. There's no real crazy stuff. There's plenty of guys on YouTube. You can go to find that stuff. But there's some fun projects we get into here and stuff like that. So if you're new to the channel, thanks for visiting. And again, I don't care if you subscribe, but if you want to get into the inside part of the community, get in the Facebook group. I just told you how to do it. So there you go. I'm out of here. Because you're entertaining, maniac. See? Something. I'm cool with that. I can roll with pretty much anything. Whatever. I got to go get some more detangler spray and and get the brush and see if I can straighten this hairdo out. So I may bust out the dye. I don't know. Depends. You know what I want to bring back? Okay, let me ask you guys really quick before I shut down. Should I bring back the green screen? It's right there. It's right there, hanging on the wall. I've been thinking, because I got nothing but time, I was thinking about moving the drum set. Glenn, you know, see, that's it, man. Everybody, that was the premise to this whole thing when I started it, was that we need more levity in this hobby. Everybody's so freaking serious, you know? I think that's why Callum's so successful. One of the reasons is because he's light, you know what I mean? He's fun. So we need more people like that. Before you guys ditch, do you want me to bring back the green screen? I want to do it. So let me know. I'm thinking about doing a little bit more rearranging, see if I can get the green screen in further towards the back wall so I can get it better lit. And who knows, maybe Scuba Steve will make a return here. So let me know before I shut down in the next 30 seconds, because I'm going to sign off on the chat and then I'm pulling the plug. 7-3, we'll catch you later, probably tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to stream tonight. I think this is pretty much, I think the horse isn't even twitching anymore. So do it. Paul says do it. High on life, baby. Hey, we can smoke the ganja here legally, man. I can even grow it. So there you go. All right, you guys. We'll catch you later. 7-3. I'm out of here.